Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened on Friday?
Yeah, you and I got into a little bit of an argument over time frames on Ezra and Nehemiah because they kind of popped up in the same chapter, maybe, kind of.
Or more likely it was an editorial mistake.
Right, but just who fucking knows?
Right, yeah. So, it's not very likely that they overlapped each other.
Right.
But, yeah, who cares?
But the author
honestly
is very likely the same author.
Right.
There's a lot of things that tie it to Chronicler and
Ezra
and Nehemiah. So, yeah. But who knows?
Yeah.
We'll probably never solve all the mysteries, so.
That's
In
disappointing.
fact, we'll probably solve very few of them.
That's very disappointing. I'm out.
Whatever. Now we still gotta read the Bible. That's the one thing we haven't done fully.
All right.
So.
All right.
So anyway, that was Nehemiah chapter 8.
It sure as fuck was.
And today we're gonna be reading
Nehemiah chapter 9.
All right, let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, Nehemiah chapter 9.
Okay.
On the 24th day of the same month,
Okay.
whatever that month
Whatever
was,
month, yeah.
the Israelites gathered together, fasting and wearing sackcloth and putting dust on their heads.
That dust does it every time. Man.
Those of Israelite descent had separated themselves from all foreigners. No commingling.
Yeah, that commingling.
They weren't making commingle babies. They stood in their places and confessed their sins and the sins of their ancestors. They stood where they were and read from the book of the law of the Lord their God for a quarter of the day.
Did they stand in the place where they are?
You got me. Okay, but anyway, they spent a quarter of the day.
Yeah.
So that means 6 hours, right?
Uh-huh.
Just checking. Doing that reading the law book thing. And then they spent another quarter in confession and in worshiping the Lord their God.
Sounds like a really
6
big, huge waste of a
hours
day.
of confession. I'd be like, okay, if we're going 6 hours, we're going all in.
Right.
And that's going to be way more than 6 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Standing on the stairs of the Levites were Jeshua, Bani, Kadmiel, Shebaniah, Bunny, whatever, Sherebiah, Bani, and Kanani.
Yeah.
They cried, yeah. They cried out with loud voices to the Lord their God. And the Levites, Jeshua, Kadmiel, Bani, Heshabniah, Sherebiah, Hodiah, Shebaniah, and Pethahiah,
You can say that again.
said,
Say it again.
No, I'm not gonna. They said, stand up and praise the Lord your God, who is from everlasting to everlasting.
Okay.
And then there's another quote, so they said some more stuff. Blessed be your glorious name, and may it be exalted above all blessing and praise.
Oh.
You alone are the Lord. You made the heavens, even the highest heavens, and all their starry host, the earth and all that is on it, the seas and all that is in them. You give life to everything, and the multitudes of heaven worship you.
Awful.
You are the Lord God, who chose Abram and brought him out of the Ur of the Chaldeans and named him Abraham. You found his heart faithful to you, and you made a covenant with him.
That rainbow, remember?
No,
Wasn't that the rainbow?
No, that's Noah, darling.
Oh, that's right. That's Noah.
And, yeah.
Which one did he
Noah's
do
Ark.
with? Which one did he do with Abraham?
I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Abraham's the one that didn't have to sacrifice his son Simon at the
Right.
last
No,
minute.
I know.
Yeah. You found his heart faithful to you because he was totally gonna murder his kid.
Right. Yeah.
And you made a covenant with him to give to his descendants the land of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and Girgashites.
But only if their actions agree with you at the time being.
Yeah. Sometimes yes, but
Sometimes no.
usually no.
Yeah, usually no.
More often than not, even a yes is a no.
Right.
You have kept your promise because you are righteous. This is too long talking to God. It's still going. You saw the suffering of our ancestors in Egypt.
Yeah, why didn't you do anything about it, buddy?
Right? You heard their cry at the Red Sea. You sent signs and wonders against Pharaoh, against all his officials and all the people of his land, for you knew how arrogantly the Egyptians treated them. You made a name for yourself which remains to this day. You divided the sea before them so that they passed through it on dry ground, but you hurled their pursuers into the depths.
Yeah, way to kill people.
Like a stone into mighty waters.
Mm-hmm.
Murder good. By day you led them with a pillar of cloud, and by night with a pillar of fire.
Yeah.
To give them light on the way they were to take.
It's amazing.
You came down on Mount Sinai. You spoke to them from heaven. You gave them regulations and laws that are just and right, and decrees and commands that are good.
I mean, they were all right.
I mean,
You could have
some
done
were
better.
kind of bad.
Could have done better.
Yeah.
I'm leaving room for
for
a
improvement.
first draft. You know.
Yeah, it's a solid B plus.
Solid B plus.
You made known to them your holy Sabbath and gave them commands, decrees, and laws through your servant Moses. In their hunger, oh my God, speaking of hunger, we have been watching The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And it is so good. We just finished the 5th episode.
Yes,
It's
I think.
amazing. And the 3rd episode is everything they say it is, y'all. If you've heard of Bill and Frank, it's true. It's such a good episode. It was really, really powerful.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
It was really good.
It's a good show, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I had to take a detour because this was just too much boring talking to God. In their hunger you gave them bread from heaven, and in their thirst you brought them water from the rock. You told them to go in and take possession of the land you had sworn with uplifted hand to give them. But they, our ancestors, became arrogant and stiff-necked, and they did not obey your commands.
Yeah.
This is so, like, boring. It's
I'm
just
sorry.
another repetition of, like, remember that time? Again?
Yeah, right.
Some more? They refused to listen and failed to remember the miracles you performed among them. Those motherfuckers. They became stiff-necked and in their rebellion appointed a leader in order to return to their slavery. But you are a forgiving God, gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love.
I mean, it kind of depends on the scenario there.
I don't think he's slow to anger.
No, he gets angry pretty quick.
He gets angry over bullshit, too.
Yeah, right.
Except for when he's ignoring you.
Right.
Yeah. He's an emotionally abusive garbage thing.
Yeah, unless he cares for some reason, he's not going to pay attention.
Yeah. Therefore, you did not desert them, even when they cast for themselves an image of a calf and said, "This is your God who brought you up out of Egypt," or when they committed awful blasphemies.
Yeah.
Because of your great compassion, you did not abandon them in the wilderness. By day, the pillar of cloud did not fail to guide them on their path, nor the pillar of fire by night to shine on the way they were to take. You gave your good spirit to instruct them. You did not withhold your manna from their mouths, and you gave them water for their thirst. For 40 years you sustained them in the wilderness. They lacked nothing. Their clothes did not wear out, nor did their feet become swollen. Some of them died.
I mean, yeah, that, and I mean, I don't really think this is as, like,
they're
clear cut,
romanticizing.
like, because they could have been there in no time.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It's romanticizing them being lost in the fucking
Yeah,
wilderness.
right?
You gave them kingdoms and nations, allotting to them even the remotest frontiers. Just that one little corner of the planet.
Right.
Honestly. I mean, not that big.
Yeah, it wasn't like everything at all.
Like, it was nowhere near as big as they thought it was.
Right.
Which is just cute. Because, like, the Bible says he gave them the world. And it really just means he gave them a sandbox to play in.
Right.
Yeah. They took over the country of Sihon, king of Heshbon, and the country of Og, king of Bashan. Og of Bashan.
Yeah, he made it back.
You made their children as numerous as the stars in the sky? No, they did not.
No.
That would be
That would
close
require
to
them not to
infinity.
be all be dead.
Yeah. And you brought them into the land that you told their parents to enter and possess. Their children went in and took possession of the land. I love this recap. It's so good.
It's great.
You subdued them before the Canaanites who lived in the land. Yeah, so you stole their land.
Right. Yay.
You gave the Canaanites into their hands along with their kings and the peoples of the land to deal with them as they pleased. They captured fortified cities and fertile land. They took possession of houses filled with all kinds of good things, wells already dug, vineyards, olive groves, and fruit trees in abundance. They ate to the full and were well nourished. They reveled in your great goodness. But they were disobedient and rebelled against you, as those fuckers do.
Yeah, that's rough.
They turned their backs on your law. They killed your prophets who had warned them in order to turn them back to you. They committed awful blasphemies. So you delivered them into the hands of their enemies who oppressed them. But when they were oppressed, they cried out to you. From heaven you heard them, and in your great compassion you gave them deliverers who rescued them from the hand of their enemies. Of course, you could have just not sent them there in the first place. But
right.
Okay. But as soon as they were at rest, they again did what was evil in your sight.
Of course.
Then you abandoned them to the hand of their enemies so that they ruled over them. And when they cried out to you again, you heard from heaven, and in your compassion you delivered them time after time. You warned them in order to turn them back to your law, but they became arrogant and disobeyed your commands, as those motherfuckers do.
Always. It just must not have been, it just couldn't have been a very compelling argument.
That's what I think.
Every
new generation falls out of favor at least once, usually 3 times.
Yeah.
Bad messaging, my guy.
Right.
They sinned against your ordinances, of which you said, the person who obeys them will live by them. Stubbornly they turned their backs on you, became stiff-necked, and refused to listen. For many years you were patient with them. By your spirit you warned them through your prophets. Yet they paid no attention, so you gave them into the hands of the neighboring peoples.
He couldn't come down and tell them himself.
Right.
He had to rely on certain prophets to relay his message.
Yeah. But in your great mercy, you did not put an end to them or abandon them, for you are a gracious and merciful God.
It just seems like if he cared enough, he would have he'd have got in touch with us, directly.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just saying.
I think so. Now, therefore, our God, the great God, mighty and awesome, who keeps his covenant of love, do not let all this hardship seem trifling in your eyes, the hardship that has come on us, on our come on us, on our kings, it came all over the kings and leaders, our priests and prophets. Ew, you can come all over the priests and prophets. Ew.
I'm just gonna shut this off.
On our ancestors and all your people. Ew. From the days of the kings of Assyria until this very motherfucking day.
Yeah, till this day.
In all that has happened to us, you have remained righteous. You have acted faithfully while we acted wickedly. Our kings, our leaders, our priests, and our ancestors did not follow your law. They did not pay attention to your commands or the statutes you warned them to keep. Even while they were in their kingdom, enjoying your great goodness to them in the spacious and fertile land you gave them, they did not serve you or turn from their evil ways.
Yeah.
But see, we are slaves today, slaves in the land you gave our ancestors so they could eat its fruit and the other good things it produces. Because of our sins, its abundant harvest goes to the kings you have placed over us. They rule over our bodies and our cattle as they please. We are in great distress.
I mean, to be fair, the Judean kings, they also ruled and took some of that stuff too. So it's not like having kings from afar that are taking some of the same stuff as it's just not who they want in charge. That's all.
Right.
I'm just saying.
No, it's true.
It's not as bad as it sounds. They generally let them rebuild and whatever. So.
Well, there's one last sentence.
Oh, okay.
It's a new section. So we're starting the next chapter on this page, really.
Got it. Okay.
In view of all this, we are making a binding agreement, putting it in writing. And our leaders, our Levites, and our priests are affixing their seals to it. The end.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Sounds very final.
I guess.
Yeah. Something like that.
I don't know. That section was dull and irritating. And honestly, I am just... I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I think we were just wrapping things up here anyway.
I'm exhausted.
That was that chapter, which was Nehemiah chapter 9.
It was.
And tomorrow we'll be back with
Nehemiah chapter 10.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my god. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.